My name's Cassidy. I am part of Drum, which is the PR activation, content and social arm for PhD Group New Zealand. I started off doing a BA in English and politics. At the end of it, I was just like, I actually don't know what I'm going to do. And what had happened is that I was heading towards going to an interview down at an insurance company, and I bumped into a really good mate of mine, and he said to me, I'm going to do a postgrad in communications at AUT, and I was like, okay, that's cool. He's like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm going for a job interview. And I told him, and he was just like, just come and join me. And I was like, oh, what is it? And he was just like, look, basically, if you can talk shit and you can do really well, then you'll be fine. Just come and do it. So I skipped the interview, found my way into the course, the 1 year course. So that's essentially how I got into it, really, yeah. Mum was pretty pissed off. Yeah, she was really pissed off because for coming from a Pacific Island family, for them it's all about being really proud of your children. It's about, oh, my child's an accountant, or my boy is a doctor. You know, it's all of those little things, whereas it's hard for my mum to go, oh, my son is in communications, because then it just opens up a broad spectrum of things like, oh, okay, communications as in like at a call centre, or, you know, like they don't know what it is. Some of my mates also don't even know. You know, so sometimes what I do actually is whenever people ask, I just go, I'm in advertising. You hear about it at university, but you never hear about it at high school. If you look at the subjects that are currently available, like economics, business, art, like where does it actually sit? Because if it sat in art, I probably wouldn't have found out about it, because I would never take art, if that makes sense. Yeah, if I knew that that was actually an option, then I'd definitely go for it. And sometimes, even at university, you don't actually know about it, because when you go into uni and you go and look at a business degree, or you go and look at a marketing degree, there are so many ways that you can kind of take it. And so advertising and PR are just one aspect of it as well. It's so much fun, you know, and people don't realise what the industry is all about. And you get pushed to your limits in terms of creativity and, you know, finding a better way of executing media. You don't know until you actually get into it and actually try it, because as soon as you walk into any agency, no matter what it is, whether it's PhD, OMD, Colenso, DDB, when you walk in there, you're not just surrounded by people that will help you become better, but you're surrounded by some of the greatest minds that kind of encourage you to explore your creativity that you think that you may not have had, but you do actually have. And that's the best part about it, because you have an idea and then someone else is going to come in and build on it. Then someone else will come in and go, actually, we can do it via this channel. And that gives you a sense of achievement and empowerment to know that you've had a big part in producing something pretty amazing. One of the clients that I worked on was Dilworth, and that was amazing. There's this hidden perception around Dilworth that it's just a private school, when in actual fact it's not. It's a school for underprivileged children. Having that background and understanding that, and knowing that's what they're out to do, and knowing people that have come up from those different aspects of life, helps me formulate what the best response is to that, to actually try and encourage parents to get there, well, to apply to go to that school. Part of the application process is actually getting parents to walk away from their pride and actually start signing papers and try to get your kid into that school as well. I feel if you have people that haven't gone through that process, do they actually understand what it is, like the inside of pride? You'd never really get if you haven't really experienced that, and that's why diversity is quite a big thing. But the topic of diversity is so massive, right? It's not just race, you know, there are all of these different aspects of it. We just need to try and attack one or two things at a time and start building off that going forward.